So we have 3 exercises in this shoulder mobility circuit that we'll do and we'll cycle through somewhat pretty consistently. So what we want to do is similar to the actual test that we're doing to actually assess whether we needed shoulder mobility, how we're pressing our, stepping a little bit further away from the wall, pressing it back into the wall itself. And then from here, with our palms, the dorsal part of our hand, so the back of our hand, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get that to touch the wall without obviously extending our back. So keep our spine touching the wall, and we want to try and lift up as high as we can and pause as far as we can go for about 5 seconds, and then bring it back down. And we're doing about 8 to 12 reps of these ones, or enough till you start to feel some decent amount of fatigue. So it should be quite difficult. Obviously try and get as close as you can to that wall as you possibly can, and you want to keep your arms in that shoulder width position. So not too far out to the sides and make it easier, in that shoulder width position. Try and lift it back up, hold for about 5 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5, control it back down. Obviously, once again, just making sure you're not arching that lower back or upper back. So the second exercise, you can grab a pillow for your knees. You don't really need it, but my knees get sore doing this stuff. So what you want to do is grab some form of chair, bench, anything that's about kind of like knee height. And then from here, we want to try and, without extending our back, so keep our back nice and flexed and arched, and then control it down and try lift our arms into that flex position and feel that stretch. Once you're in that deep position, you want to lift up one arm, hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back down, and then get deeper into that stretch, and then do that left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Control it back down again, get further and further. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try get further into it, feel that stretch, making sure you're not extending the back, and keep cycling through that one. And finally, the last exercise we're doing are shoulder dislocates, but off the ground. What you can do with these, you can also use like a broom or a stick that's a bit more of a fixed pole, but bands work totally fine as well. And then from here, you want to come down, make sure the floor's nice and clean. Nose on the floor, and then have your arms go over, back, and then around. Over, back, and around. Obviously, to make it harder, you can put your hands a little bit closer with the band, and then come up over, back, around.